Am I the a-hole for putting dirty dishes away? So I, 16F, can admit that when it comes to chores I have never had too many responsibilities. I have to take the dog out for a minimum of 15 minutes a day, keep my room clean, and put away the dishes. My mom, 39F, always does the dishes. Recently my stepdad, 42M, fixed our dishwasher and we have been using it instead to make things easier. The first time we used the dishwasher I started putting things away and found a glass had broken. No big deal. Second time, some of the things had visible food and such still on them, I put them in the sink assuming they would just get redone and I'd put them away the next time. I had been doing this for about a week, putting a few utensils, maybe a cup that had visible food when my mom finally talked to me. She said I needed to do my chores right and stop putting things in the sink just so I can go back to my phone quicker. I said that the only time I ever put things in the sink was because they were still dirty. She said that was garbage and I needed to stop or else she would take my phone for a bit. The next day as I was putting away the dishes I saw that some forks and spatulas were still somewhat dirty and the mug, my mom's favorite, had some dishwasher gunk inside. Doing as my mom told me I put everything away. When she came to the kitchen I sat at the dinner table and watched as she grabbed the spatula and noticed it was dirty but just sighed and put it in the sink. After she went to grab her mug when she saw it was full of dishwasher gunk. She looked over to me and asked what I thought I was doing and I kindly said that I had just put away all the dishes. She blew up and said that if something was obviously dirty I should put it in the sink and not put it away. I pointed out the flaws in her argument. After that she took my phone for the day. I don't think I did anything really wrong but I want to know, am I the a-hole? Edit, I would like to start off by saying thank you for everyone's input. I do see how most of you see I'm the a-hole so I am talking to my tomorrow. One thing I will also be doing is telling her that sometimes I would like her to listen to what I'm going to say even if I am in the wrong. One last thing I would like to mention. I saw a lot of people saying that I was a brat and I'll be in for a rude awakening when I move out. You are wrong. Sorry. Between the ages of 7 and 11 my dad had a hella abusive girlfriend and I was doing everything in the house for myself, my dad and his ex, along with his ex's kids. I know how to do these things. They just are not my responsibilities anymore. I am also at the top of classes and on track for some great universities and jobs. I am also almost fully done writing a novel I plan to publish before I am 19. Thank for listening. Edit number 2, so there was certain comment that you have apparently been down voting which I think is terrible as this person has made me think of the situation and really my whole life in another light. Someone mentioned how they are autistic and sometimes don't understand things right away. I relate to that, a lot. And when it comes to me mentioning what happened with my dad and his ex, I never wanted to use that as an excuse. I didn't mean it that way. I was frustrated and annoyed by people saying I'll never amount to anything in life because that is probably my greatest fear. I honestly don't care if you guys think I'm the a-hole or not anymore as I'm already sorting out the situation with my mom and everyone calling me horrendous things is just making me really upset. Those of you calling me things and absolutely terrorizing me as a human need to grow up. You are an adult who got so annoyed with a teenager having an argument with their mom that you decide to bully her? Grow up. The top comment is info, who loads the dishwasher? Because whoever it is, isn't doing it properly. The second comment is not the a-hole lol, whoever is loading it needs to do an initial rinse. When I have a lot of super dirty stuff I end up just hand washing whatever because the initial clean required is basically a full wash so may as well just clean it right once. Your mom wasn't listening or engaging with you in an effective way. You're 16, you saw a problem, and instead of listening she just told you to do what she says. That's not good parenting. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister that she can find somewhere else to stay if she can't take seeing my daughter? I, 27F, have a 5-year-old foster daughter named May. She has been with me for around 8 months now, and I love her to pieces. I'm considering adopting her, even. My sister, 31F, Kate recently suffered a miscarriage, and it took a real toll on her marriage. She is getting divorced from her husband, and has been staying with me because she can't bear to live with him right now. Kate, however, has been a horrible guest to May. Every time May asks her for something, or talks to her Kate will burst into tears, or yell at her. Kate is a great sister to me, and I understand that she's grieving, but that doesn't mean she can lash out at May for simply existing. I've told her off multiple times for yelling at May, but it all came to a head when I confronted her this morning. May had asked Kate if she could move so she could get to the snack cabinet. Kate snapped at her to wait for a damn second, brat. I overheard from the living room and made Kate move out of the way and told her to apologize to May. Kate burst into tears, saying that she just couldn't take having May here as a reminder of what she's lost. I told her she is a grown adult, and should know better than to bully a child for her own problems. I told May to go to her room real quick, and Kate and I got into a huge argument, and I ended up telling her if she couldn't take seeing my foster daughter, she could find somewhere else to stay. She left to our parents' house and told them everything. I've been getting massages from her all day now. She tells me I am a horrible sister, and said that she was grieving and asked how I could put someone else's kid over hers. Which I think is a disgusting thing to send to anyone. Personally, I think she's being insensitive to me and my daughter's relationship. According to my mom, she's been crying for hours, and won't stop talking about how I'm such a monster for not thinking of her feelings. Am I the a-hole? I just don't think she has a right to yell at my kid because she lost hers. The top comment is, not the a-hole. If she lashes out on innocent child because of miscarriage, she needs mental health help ASAP. The second comment is, not the a-hole. I can't believe she's trying to use love of a child as an excuse to abuse a child. Absolutely not. If she can't handle it, then it is 100% on her to make sure she doesn't enter situations where she becomes unsafe for others. Your parents are also beyond wrong.